I'm Deputy Garcia. How much have you been drinking today?
I don't know. Probably
You don't know.
I did not do it.
You didn't do it. No. So you ended up here magically. You flew here. Your kid ended up here magically.
Yeah.
I'm not playing this game with you.
What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a video titled Drunk Mother Arrested After Drinking Entire Wine Bottle with Kid in Car by Unspoken Crime Murders.
In August 2022, officers were dispatched to a local racetrack gas station in Florida, where a Good Samaritan stopped a woman from leaving the store with a case of beer. The woman appeared to be extremely drunk. To make the situation worse, there was a child in her car while she was attempting to drive extremely intoxicated.
Okay, so let's go through our criminal procedure. Remember, a police officer can temporarily detain you so long as they have reasonable suspicion. What is reasonable suspicion? It's more than just a hunch. It's a very low bar. Here, if a Good Samaritan calls and says, I believe somebody is intoxicated, they're about to get into the car, I'm preventing them from getting into their car, and so long as you have a description that somewhat matches the suspect, that is almost certainly reasonable suspension to temporarily detain someone for a reasonable amount of time to figure out if there is probable cause to arrest.
When the officer arrived, he was notified that the child was with his school teacher, who just so happened to be in the gas station. The officer would attempted to figure out what's going on and get to the bottom of the situation.
So, I mean, reasonably, how could she have gotten here without driving? I'm not worried about DUI. I'm worried about child neglect.
Oh, this is child neglect.
You hear the police officers are talking about what charges they can possibly bring, what probable cause there is. They're not worried about DUI, even though that's probably going to be the case as well. Because remember, you can be charged for multiple things or arrested for multiple things. But they're saying, hey, we're also worried for child neglect. Additionally, depending on what state you're in, there's some aggravating factor to driving while intoxicated and having a kid in the car. That's especially bad. And it should be, right?
The issue we have now is she's by herself.
They put tons.
And dad is somewhere like 2-3 hours away. This is a child neglect case all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, how long was she in the store for?
Well, I don't know, because when I came out, one of the ladies was calling, and the other one, dark hair, was talking to her, and she...
Officers would confirm with the teacher that the suspect was extremely drunk and was upset that her keys were taken because nobody wanted her to drive.
Well, no, that's a huge issue.
And he was in the car.
I think it's only 5 minutes.
No, so he was in the store with us.
So he's not lining that sort.
No, I'm definitely going to call CPI. I don't feel comfortable leaving this kid with her. I'm not going to leave this kid with her.
Even that friend, you don't even know his identity.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm going to go for a primary pull case number and then we're going to go from there. Keep that lady away from the station. Thank you. Hey, are you busy? Could you hop on my call? Head over my way, please.
Yeah, where you at?
I'm at the racetrack near the Suncoast. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a child neglect that I'm probably going to go 10-15 on, and we're going to have to call CPI to come take the kid because she has no one to take this kid with.
Awesome.
All right?
All right, yeah.
All right.
You guys at the racetrack?
Yeah, we're at the racetrack right now.
Okay. Yeah, give me a minute.
All right, no problem. No problem. I appreciate it. Hey, so I just walked into a mess. So I'm here at the racetrack with Cloutier and Cherokee and Marine 3. They got a call about this lady that was falling over all over the place inside of the racetrack. They get here, they do some investigating. Turns out that this lady drove here, openly admitted that she was intoxicated, drove here with the kid to get more alcohol, and I mean, she's visibly intoxicated.
Okay, did you guys listen to that? The prior investigation before this police officer got there, she spoke to the police. She admitted that she's intoxicated. She admitted that she drove here. She admitted that the kid was in the car when she drove here. She also admitted that her reason for driving was getting more alcohol. At this point in time, the police do have probable cause to arrest her. So anything that is done after this point is simply to investigate, to get more information, to make sure that everything goes smoothly, to make sure that the kid is taken care of. If you are a suspect in this point, you should zip it. You should not talk to the police. I'm not, certainly not advocating for what this mother did, who we haven't even met yet, but, you're only going to make it worse for yourself if you are the suspect and you talk.
I've seen that sadly when they come and the manager can be able to go in there and check it out, and they won't be here until tomorrow morning at 5:30.
That won't be an issue. I'll talk to them.
what did you guys, were you here during the whole thing, or?
I actually was. I was taking care of the guest. It was another guest. I don't know if you saw her. She had like her hair up in a bun. She was the one that came up to me, and she was the one that was telling me that she called, and her child looked back, and he just didn't know this was a child, it's a baby.
Okay.
But that
So
was
the girl in the pink shirt over there, that's the one we're talking about?
yes.
What was going on with her?
So the guest was saying that she was very extremely intoxicated. I mean, usually I've seen her all the time. She seems just fine.
Yeah.
I didn't take care of her personally when the whole incident happened because our credit card went down, so I was like trying to take care of that.
Who was actually dealing with her or involved with her?
My associate, she's inside. But nothing seemed like really out of the norm, to be honest, until the other guest said something.
Okay. Was there any like point where she was like falling over or not standing up straight or anything that led you to believe that she was off today?
The only thing that seemed a little off was when she was telling her kid that they weren't even going to get anything, and she was like trying to like hold her back a little bit. She didn't really seem.
Okay, so she didn't fall over or stumble or anything like that?
What's interesting is, why are the police officers doing this? They're doing this because they want to get witness statements. They want bystanders who are not police related to confirm either what they were told, why did you call, what tipped you off that she was intoxicated. They're trying to validate the evidence. It's innocent until proven guilty. They need to gather the evidence. They are doing their job.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, that still doesn't change much. This lady's admitting to drinking non-custodially.
I just want, so I'm not to interrupt you, but so the statute, I've read it because I was like, I know there's a part here that you don't have to prove it. So it's by either knowledge or omission. So I don't know what she admitted to or what's going on.
She's over there.
But
Just so long as someone's with the kid.
Are y'all listening to this? The police officers are talking about the statute of what they need to prove for the child neglect or for the aggravated instance of having a child, endangering the child, and they are trying to prove it. They are aware of the statute and they are trying to get the relevant information out of her. So if you are ever a suspect, the best thing you can do is zip it. Not defending this lady. Just it is in your best interest if you are ever in this situation.
we can prove that she was driving the car, right? I'm sure there's a camera right there that points right down to her car.
Yeah.
So, and all we have to articulate is that she's under the influence. So,
Which she's already
Driving under
admitted,
the
right?
Disorderly intoxication. She even said that she came back over here to get a glass of wine.
After she admitted to drinking over at the house? Okay. All right, and so let me ask you, Deputy Cherubian, with your experience, would you determine that she's probably under the influence of some form of intoxicant?
She just said we're in Clearwater.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately,
So-
my camera.
No, it's fine. I mean, so again, at this point, I think we have more than enough, especially with her admitting that stuff non-custodially.
so it's disorderly. So it's disorderly intox for what she did in the store.
Yes.
And child neglect for coming here in the car.
So far, they've said disorderly intoxication, child neglect, and I think they're trying to prove the driving while intoxicated, which, of course, is probably the easier thing to prove.
Okay.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later, okay?
I heard that.
Yeah, you.
I thought they had.
Alright, I love you.
I'm sorry, man.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on,
Alright,
Chrissy,
love you.
please. I work at the property
Love you,
where she
bye.
lives at.
Are you like a family member to her or anything?
She is.
I work
She
at the
is
property
in
where she
the.
lives.
Okay, all right. Just give me a minute. I just need to speak to her.
I just wanted to make sure she.
Yeah, she's okay. Have you spoken to her at all today?
Today she just came by the office.
Okay.
She was waiting for her son from school.
Okay. All right. Did she seem fine?
Yeah, she seemed fine because we're transferring her to a different unit, so she just wanted to know her move out fees and move in fees.
All right. So I'll explain more in a little bit. What's her first name? I didn't even catch her first. Taylor. Say right now we're conducting a criminal investigation on her. So give us a little bit of time. We can't have you speaking to her. I need to speak to her. Okay.
I'm actually parked right there in the blue car.
Go ahead. And who's this gentleman?
There's her father.
That's her father. Okay. All right. Does he live locally?
I'm not sure. I'll leave my
Okay.
We have to meet. It's not my investigation. Okay. This is the deputy I was talking to.
Listen,
Hi,
you
yeah,
have
hi,
to- can I go speak to her?
Listen to me. I'm Deputy Garcia.
Why are you?
Because you're not listening to me.
Yelling at me.
I just explained why. You're not listening to me. I'm Deputy Garcia, okay? You're Miss Answer my question. Are you Miss
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to explain to you what's going on. At this point, we're conducting a lawful investigation into child neglect, okay? So before you start, I'm going to advise you of your Miranda rights, okay? Because at this point, you're detained. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you?
Yes.
Okay, did y'all listen to that? That was very important. The police officer let her know she is being detained, which means they have probable cause to arrest her, and they are going to arrest her, which is why he read the Miranda rights. So she's already gonna get arrested, but now he wants to conduct a further investigation. So he has to provide the Miranda rights to her, or else it would be potentially fruit of the poisonous tree. Anything she says after this could be a violation of her civil rights. Now, this is different from if a police officer is temporarily detaining somebody under reasonable suspicion. They have no obligation to read you your Miranda rights at that time. And a lot of people get that aspect confused. So she's being arrested. She might not be in handcuffs right now, but she is being arrested. She's detained. They have probable cause. He read the Miranda rights just so everything he gets after this is free and clear. He doesn't want any hiccups, which is why, again, if you're a suspect, zip it. Ask for a lawyer. Officer, I'm not cooperating. I want my lawyer.
So you understand everything that I've explained?
What?
Do you understand each of these statements that I've said to you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
But why?
Why what?
He explained to you that you're detained. He has to read your
Why am I
Miranda
being
rights.
detained?
So I just explained it. I'm conducting a criminal investigation into child neglect.
The child? No, it's not. It's not like that.
Okay, so what's been going on today, ma'am? Because I'm going to be
Okay,
honest
so
speaking to you in the 2
I'm
minutes.
moving.
Just wait 1 second. In the 2 minutes that I'm speaking to you, it already seems like something's wrong. It seems like you're impaired to some degree. So what's going on?
Impaired? Give me a drug test.
Okay.
Because I'm not into. I'm not.
Next to that white one.
I don't do drugs.
Sir, we just had.
Are you serious?
So you explained to both of my deputies that you have been drinking wine at your house.
I have been drinking. Yeah, I have been drinking wine because I'm moving.
Okay, so you've been
I'm
drinking
moving
wine.
to a different complex.
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
you've been drinking wine. How much wine have you been drinking today?
I don't know. Probably
You don't know.
Like, a bottle, maybe.
A bottle. So would you say that you finished that bottle prior to you driving here?
Not really. No.
What's not really? How much of the bottle did you finish?
I don't know. Like 3/4 of the bottle.
So you finished 3/4 of a bottle of wine by yourself, and you thought it was okay to load your kid into a car and drive him across State Road 54
Why are you talking to
at
me like
5:30 at the end in the middle of the day when there is traffic like there's no one's business. You thought that was okay?
Well, why are you talking to me like that?
Answer my question. You thought that was okay?
I was just trying to go back to my apartment to pack up my stuff
That's
because
not my
I'm
question.
moving.
That's not my question.
The police officer is obviously being aggressive. He's agitated. I mean, there's a child involved, but more so than that, it's probably tactical. That type of confrontation, it gets people flustered, right? We make these videos because it's interesting to learn about criminal procedure, how it works, but also, your own rights. Your own rights. It's important.
It was okay after drinking 3/4 of a bottle of
At
wine.
that point in time, no, I did not.
So you didn't think
So
it was
I'm gonna
okay, but
say
you
no.
still did it.
What do you want me to say?
I'm asking you. I'm trying to understand why you thought that this was.
You should say nothing. You should say nothing. You clearly have messed up. You're not in a good situation. You talking to the police officer is not going to help you. Nothing you say is going to help.
Okay
Because
to
I
do.
know you're being recorded.
Yeah, I know. I know I'm
Yeah.
being recorded.
Okay, so no.
So you didn't think it was okay, but you still did it.
No,
No,
I did not do it.
you didn't do it. So you ended up here magically. You flew here. Your kid
I
ended up
flew.
here magically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Put your hands behind your back. I'm not playing this game with you. Hold that.
Wait, pause! We all love body cam footage. It protects the public from abuse and it keeps officers in check. But when cops cross the line, departments work overtime to block, censor, or straight up ignore requests for footage to cover up their misdeeds. That's why we've partnered with Get My Body Cam. They have lawyers working around the clock to make sure that you get to see what they don't want you to see. You can use our link in the description below. Use code ZIPIT at checkout to get 30% off your order. Now, back to the video.
The woman was taken to the local jail and sentenced to 2 months of probation, in addition to being ordered to pay a $4,200 fine.
There you go. I'm just glad nobody got hurt, but that was interesting from the criminal procedure aspect. One, can you detain somebody if somebody calls in a tip? Almost certainly yes. Remember, reasonable suspicion is a very low bar. Next, the police officers did their investigation. During the course and scope of their investigation, they found other things that they could charge her with. They did have probable cause. They read her Miranda rights at that time. There you go. Everything about that stop seemed proper by the police. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye.
Big verdict.